In this video, I will prove that Smalljon didn't actually turn on the Starks, and I'll explain how Ramsay's death is coming sooner than you expected. But first, let's take a look at puberty in action. Wow. Just wow. I was left thinking, who the hell is that for a couple of seconds, and it seems like Ramsay was in the same boat.
Who's this?
Okay, on to the good stuff. As you probably already know, Smalljon Umber is the eldest son of Greatjon, and it was revealed to us in episode 3 that after the death of his father, he became the new Lord of Last Hearth and head of House Umber. According to this last episode, Smalljon wants Ramsay's help in fighting Jon Snow and the wildlings that have come south of the Wall, and he brought Rickon Stark, Osha, and the head of Shaggy Dog as proof of his loyalty. At least that's what they want us to believe. When you take an in-depth look at House Umber and Greatjon specifically, it becomes clear just how loyal they are to the Starks. Remember that Greatjon was the first one to propose crowning Robb Stark King of the North. Does Smalljon really think the wildlings are that great of a threat to their safety that he has to enlist the help of Ramsay and give over Rickon? Another thing to note in this scene is that Smalljon refuses to swear loyalty or bend the knee to Ramsay, but instead offers up gifts as a replacement. This is huge. The Umbers care a great deal about tradition and oaths, and refusing to bend the knee or swear loyalty should have been a huge red flag to Ramsay that Smalljon didn't really mean what he said. The episode is named Oathbreaker, but in reality, no real promise was made. It also seems like Smalljon is proposing the only thing that could potentially screw Ramsay over, to leave Winterfell. Ramsay Bolton surely would never have left Winterfell to go help the Umbers fight the wildlings, much less when winter is coming. He would also likely not trust the likes of Smalljon because he understood the undying loyalty between the Umbers and the Starks, which begs the question, why is Smalljon showing up now? It seems mighty convenient that he arrived immediately after the death of Ramsay Bolton. Is it because he sees this as the opportune time to strike and lead Ramsay out of the safety of Winterfell? Something else I and many others probably noticed is the size of Shaggy Dog's head. That thing was tiny compared to the other direwolves we've seen in previous episodes. Maybe the sizing wasn't unintentional, but as you know by now, there aren't many things done unintentionally in Game of Thrones. Here's a piece of foreshadowing that I found to be pretty interesting.
I have something for you from Prince Theon.
What?
Me? He says I'm to make the rounds. And keep you warm.
I've got a gift for you.
A girl, I hope. I prefer redheads.
A girl? Aye. A wild one.
I like them wild.
The only other time Osha was offered up as a gift, she ended up killing the guard. Maybe this time the same thing happens, only to Ramsay. Also, why the hell didn't Smalljon just kill Osha upon capturing her? What purpose does she serve being that she's a wildling? I think if he was being truthful about everything he was saying and wanted the wildlings gone bad enough to turn on the Starks, he would have just killed her. Many times throughout Game of Thrones, we have seen characters die because of tragic flaws in their character which other people are able to exploit. Think of Ned Stark's honor and pride, Oberyn Martell's arrogance, and Robb Stark's inexperience. When looking at Ramsay, he has two major flaws which will ultimately lead to his demise. The first flaw without a doubt is Ramsay's belligerence and aggressiveness.
Our walls have been fully repaired. The gates have been reinforced. We have enough food for 6 months. We are more prepared for a siege than they could ever be. All we have to do is wait for them to freeze, starve, and mutiny. You disagree?
Stannis isn't from the north. You are, Father. I think you're missing an opportunity to show the people of the north how House Bolton treats southern invaders.
And what do you recommend?
That we not sit and wait for Stannis to decide what sort of fight this is going to be. That we hit first, and hit hard, and leave a feast for the crows.
A smart commander does not abandon a defensive advantage. As long as we stay behind these walls, they can't touch us. Not to mention that the snow is so deep we couldn't get an army through to engage them even if we wanted to.
Ramsay is a very cunning man, but as you can see in the clip, he is oftentimes too aggressive and warlike for his own good. Roose Bolton admonishes him for wanting to go and meet Stannis in the open battlefield, knowing that staying in Winterfell where they can't be hurt is their best option. In the end, Ramsay's plan works and Stannis' army is severely weakened, but the major takeaway here is that he does not recognize strategic advantages and waiting for the opportune time to put plans into action. Ramsay is also a guy who likes to play a lot of games, and while they may be amusing to him, they usually come and bite him in the ass.
We no longer have Sansa Stark. You played your games with her. You played your games with the heir to the Iron Islands, and now they're both gone.
I have a team of men after them with some of my best hounds. They won't get far.
I'm glad to hear it.
As the clip showed, Ramsay's fun with Sansa and Theon resulted in them escaping from his grasp. Is Ramsay done with his games? Of course he's not.
Do you like games, little man?
He has not learned from his mistakes, and we can assume from the trailer his next target will be Rickon, and hopefully he pays the ultimate price this third time. Here's one last bit of foreshadowing for you guys.
Your hold on the North will never be secure as long as a Stark can walk through that door.
And a boy. Nice and young. The way Karstark likes them.
Who's this?
Rickon Stark.
Hopefully this is the last season we'll have to deal with the likes of Ramsay Bolton. And let's hope the creators of the show make his death a bloody and gruesome one. Like how they blessed us with Joffrey's poisoning. Actually, I don't want him to die right away. Let's have Reek come back into the picture and torture Ramsay for the next couple of seasons. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like and comment below what you think of this theory. Thanks, bye.